To all the motorheads out there watching this video, the wait is finally over. After a gap of 11 long years, Lamborghini is releasing a new supercar next year, replacing the Aventador. The next Lamborghini, which is expected to debut in 2023, will have a ton of fascinating new features, many of which have already been seen in the Centenario and Sian models. The world's first Lamborghini might be named Tormenta. Keep watching to know all the facts that we know so far about the world's first Lamborghini Tormenta. Lamborghini's line of premium cars. Before we start talking about the Tormenta, let's first know some things about how Lamborghini works. Although Lamborghini typically offers a number of distinct trademark models, there is always one apex predator that dominates the competition. The first Lamborghini, the Miura, debuted in 1966 and was produced until 1973. The Lamborghini Countach, which debuted a year later in 1974, dominated the 1980s and finally ended its production in 1990, taking the place of the Lamborghini Miura. The Lamborghini Diablo then took the Countach's place in 1990. Up until 2001, Diablo ruled the 90s, but in that year, a Lamborghini Murcielago took its place. The Murcielago was replaced by the Lamborghini Aventador, and we are now transitioning into the next generation of Lamborghini's potential apex predator. Predicted features. Now, Lamborghini has also developed standalone models in between these models to hint at some of the tech and specs that will be introduced in the future. The Lamborghini Remington is one example of this. Before the Aventador was released, the Lamborghini Remington was released during the ending of the Murcielago's lifecycle. However, it contains some spoilers. If you take a minute to compare the Lamborghini Remington and Lamborghini Murcielago, you'll notice a few similarities between their designs. The headlights sure seem identical. The taillights of the two cars also closely resemble each other. Moreover, if you compare the interiors, you will notice that both have the same infotainment systems. Lamborghini Aventador and Lamborghini Sian also demonstrate a similar case. So it's quite obvious that the new Lamborghini Tormenta will share a few features with its precedents, Sian and Centenario. For instance, notice the infotainment system from Sian. It is the new display in rose gold, which is awesome because the Lamborghini Aventador had a pretty outdated infotainment screen, even though it's the latest model. Technology has reached a level where almost all devices being made today offer high dimension quality. So it's unbelievable that a car as expensive as the Lamborghini Aventador has a poor infotainment system. I believe Lamborghini did this on purpose so that the upcoming Lamborghini Tormenta could have an incredibly fully refreshed screen with new and improved features that will surely make up for the disappointing infotainment system of the Aventador. Name. The name is unofficial in every way as of yet. Even though Lamborghini is an Italian manufacturing company, it has been utilizing terminology with Spanish influences rather than Italian. Can you guess the reason behind it? The name Lamborghini Diablo is Spanish. It would be Diavolo in Italian, which doesn't seem like a very powerful name. So obviously Spanish was the wiser option in this case. Murcielago is again a Spanish name. Its Spanish name is bad. Italian speakers would pronounce it as Pipistrello. Can you really picture yourself behind the wheel of a Lamborghini Pipistrello? Neither can I. Spanish thus certainly sounds much more sophisticated. Again, Spanish dominates the Lamborghini book of names. The Lamborghini Aventador is named after a Spanish fighting bull that doesn't appear in the Italian language. Given that Lamborghini has been naming its cars in Spanish for a while, we thought Tormenta, the Spanish word for storm, would be the most fitting name for a thundering V12 with electrified assistance. Therefore, Lamborghini is absolutely free to use it and run with it despite the fact that it is unofficial. Design. Here's what we know so far about the latest Lamborghini Tormenta. The Tormenta's new electrified engine might produce up to 1,000 horsepower. Vehiclz Spy has taken some amazing shots of the car, although Lamborghini has done its best to conceal it with camouflage wrap. The car's front displays Y shapes. It is believed that it will have headlights in the same Y design as the Terza Millennio or the Sian. Additionally, it reveals vents on the bonnet and a fin on each side of the supercar that reaches deep into the intakes. Similar to the Lamborghini Centenario, it has double intake vents on the sides with fins extending horizontally down the middle. The Centenario's Y-shaped taillights are reportedly also used by the Tormenta. 4 exhaust pipes would be horizontally positioned between them. Additionally, the car will come with an active spoiler, according to the photographers who took the spy pictures. Though perhaps not quite as absurd as that found on the Zenvo TSRS, but absurd enough. The interior of the Tormentas still remains a closely held secret. The render, however, provides a glimpse of the Lamborghini Sian's upgraded interior as we wait for the actual thing to be unveiled. Although none of the interior designs and features of the Tormenta have been revealed yet, it's expected to have some of the best features a supercar can have. So that's all we know about the Lamborghini Tormenta so far. Stay tuned for more updates.